Frequently I'm asked, what do you think is important to be successful in business? And depending on who's asking the question, it could be several different things that I think are of value and you should do. But to start with something that might appear or sound to be very basic, I really do believe that this is very pertinent as far as being successful in business. And that is, you really do need to stay up on current events. You need to know what's going on in your world. You need to know what your competition is doing better than they know. And it's very easy to find all of this information just by researching it, going to a library. But when I say you need to keep up on current events, what I'm really suggesting is taking the time to read the newspapers and taking in the right newspapers and taking the time to listen to business interviews on the television or on the radio. You really need to have a thirst for information, but you have to be very selective about the information that you do feed yourself and that you're looking for. Because we all know with information today, everybody talks about information overload. And there's no question that it can be very intimidating and frightening to think about all of the information that you have access to. But if you're looking to go into business, again, you have to be very careful and particular about the type of information that you spend your time in reading and learning and getting to know about. An example might be if you wanted to publish a book. Well, or you know that you enjoy writing, or maybe you don't even enjoy writing. Maybe you just have an idea that would make a great storyline for a book. Well, where would you go? What would you do? Well, one of the things you might want to do is research that particular theme or area and find out what's already in the marketplace in that particular subject that you're wanting to write or publish in. So, and again, it's just knowing your audience, doing your homework. And I think, too, by staying informed, looking at what future trends are, there are great opportunities to know what might be an opportunity for a business opportunity, just again by reading particular newspapers, periodicals, listening to the right kind of business shows and marketing shows. And I just cannot stress the importance and the value of staying informed and taking the time to study and to be an expert in whatever it is that you want to do for a business. You must be the expert, and you must learn and know that subject, and again, that area better than anyone else. And don't try to be an expert in all things. Most businesses fail, I believe, because the person in business is trying to do everything. They're trying to do their financing and trying to select a location, perhaps, to do their business. And they're trying to keep up with all of the legal things that must be done to incorporate a business, and rather than focusing on what their expertise is. There are plenty of people available, both through the government and through nonprofit organizations, that can help you take care of those details. But remember, you are the expert in whatever it is that your dream is and your passion is, and that's what you should focus on and know better than everyone else. And I think you will find, if you do some of these things, that you will find it to be very helpful to you, and perhaps you will be successful in business too.